At the coastline of Nigeria's Niger Delta lies Bille Kingdom, an ancient community whose spirit and strength are forever bound to the waters that surround it. Here, history is not just remembered, it is lived, celebrated, and passed down through generations. Once a formidable naval power, the Bille people carved their historical place through courage and resilience. At the center of this identity stands Agiri, the revered ancestral war deity, protector and guardian of the Bille people. Every 4 years, the kingdom unites to honor Agiri in a sacred and spectacular festival. The grand arrival of the Agiri masquerade, shrouded in mystery and awe, is the climax, an electrifying moment that commands reverence and joy. The Agiri Festival is more than an event, it is a living bridge between ancestry and modernity, between spirit and spectacle.
The Agiri Festival is an age-old festival. It is the highest cultural festival in Bille Kingdom. The Agiri being the highest masquerade is usually played on the last day of the entire festival.
The Agiri Festival was one of the most remarkable festivals I've seen, cultural festivals I've seen in Rivers State. And unfortunately, very few people are in the know of that kind of festival. It's either the Bille people want it that way, or they're not bothered with people knowing that they have such an amazing and spectacular festival in Bille. And it was an experience for me, not just because I am the DG or working for Rivers State, but again, as a man from Rivers State, it was a new thing for me. We have our own masquerade, but this as a festival, with a compilation of different dance groups and masquerades, and stories behind. And then when you hear Agiri Festival, you just think that, okay, no. I mean, what I saw, what I heard, and what I was a part of was something that I believe that the Bille people should do more, in getting people as a way of, not just for tourism, but, for the people themselves who are a part of it, to make it more sustainable, and for people to see the beauty, the art, and the way of life of the Bille people.
Bille town is a conglomeration of different communities that makes up the Bille town. That is why it is called Bille Kingdom. Apart from the satellite communities around the territory. And so each of these communities also have their own superior masquerades. All of them put together is what we call the Agiri Festival. Now, historically, we were told when Bille was founded by Her Majesty Queen Ekpakiaba, on her very first arrival at the town square, she and her followers met water beings playing masquerade right at the town square. And so when they finally decided to settle there, there was a covenant between the water beings and them that if they will inhabit the Bille town, it means that from time to time they have to perform this masquerade or play these masquerades. So most of the masquerades the Bille people play within the Agiri Festival are masquerades that were derived from the water beings. Masquerades like Ake, Ibele Toru, masquerades like Otobo, all of them were played by the water beings. So they learned their dance steps, the drum beat, and in fact some of the songs too.
The festival is spiritual. Traditional rites and rituals seek blessings and protection from the deity, reaffirming the community's bond with the unseen world. But the Agiri Festival is also a celebration of life, unity, and resilience. Cultural displays ignite the spirit of heritage, and feasting binds the people in laughter and kinship.
And the Agiri Festival, it's peaceful. The story behind the Agiri Festival is something anybody should want to listen here and be a part of. I know that in the agency here we have one low-hanging fruit that we're trying to do. It's called Myths and Legends, understanding a mythological landscape of revered people. And so we're going around asking for people to go to their communities, ask your uncle, your grandfather, your great-grandfather who is alive, let them tell you stories like this Agiri Festival stories, so you get to know about the ways of life of the people. I remember when the chiefs came out from that northern door, and then when the conquered communities came out with those elephant tusks, that I hear that the tusks dates back to almost 200 and 300 years, back. And then it was something so theatrical. So I can imagine that in a contemporary theater, but this is a traditional theater.
For the people of Bille, the Agiri Festival is not simply a celebration, it is a covenant of remembrance. A reaffirmation of their warrior lineage, their cultural identity, and their enduring connection to the land and waters that define them.
Bille is a brave kingdom. When acquisition of land in those days was by conquest, Bille was known to be one of the famous kingdoms that conquers a lot of towns and villages around and within the territory. And those Odu being carried by able-bodied men, the significance is to the effect that what I call the sovereign power of each of these communities or kingdoms. The Odu represents the sovereign power. They are titles. For you to exist as an independent town or independent kingdom, you must have those Odu. They are symbols of authority. And so one way by which you can also show that you have defeated and annexed another community or kingdom is to defeat them outrightly and take over that symbol of authority from them. So we are told that Bille Kingdom defeated over 33 towns and villages. And that is why they showcase them during the Agiri Festival to show how superior they are over neighboring communities, neighboring kingdoms. Because one Odu shows the sovereign power, tells the sovereign power of a particular community or a kingdom. So if another kingdom has taken over their Odu, it means that that kingdom has overpowered the other kingdom or the other town. And that was how Bille people overpowered, though when it was by conquest, but not now. Now you don't do that. Our law does not allow that. But as at that time, Bille people were so famous that they conquered over 33 towns and villages, and that they took over their symbol of authorities from them. And that is what they are displaying. Agiri being the most famous masquerade. When they are displaying Agiri, they will come out with those Odu to tell the world that the Bille Kingdom is a brave kingdom.
This is Agiri, where ancestors are honored, spirits are invoked, and the heartbeat of Bille continues to echo across time.
Even when the Agiri came out, it was something that I've not seen. I mean, like in my years, in the performing arts, traditionally, with all of the gun smoke, the gunshots, the cannon shots, and then from nowhere, while you're having your divided attention of where this one is shooting from, from nowhere, you just see the Agiri comes out from the smoke. I mean, it was so dramatic. So, I mean, these are the way of life of the people. And because these are things that are peculiar to the Bille people, and these are things that I know there are things that they don't want people to know about. And the beauty of the African art is shrouded in mystery. And these mythical things and these mystical things are the things that make it what it is. So yeah, don't expose those things. But again, for the cosmetic purposes, for people to come into your community to watch you, that means they're going to buy off things from those who are selling mineral, for those who are selling granite, for those who are selling bole at that moment. These are the kind of things that the community people who are responsible for buy and sell, they will have customers en masse because people are coming into Bille not just to watch the masquerades, but to understand the beauty of the traditional values of the Bille people.
Over time, tradition has found harmony with modernity. Today, the Agiri Festival draws visitors from far and wide, government dignitaries, cultural enthusiasts and tourists, transforming the event into a showcase of Bille's identity, as well as a growing hub for tourism and economic vitality.
Over the years, we have not actually realized the importance of this festival. We are doing it within ourselves. But now, we are beginning to realize that the Agiri Festival is not only being participated by Bille people alone. Whenever the Agiri Festival is scheduled and the information dispersed through the social media, people from far and wide come to Bille town to also partake in the festival. And ordinarily, you can see when the larger the population, the better for businessmen or traders and all that. So within that short period of time, you see those who are into petty trading, they also make a lot. So we are now beginning to realize that it is high time we draw the attention of the Federal Ministry of Culture and Tourism. Over the year, we've not done that, but I think we are beginning to realize that it's better we even write formally to them whenever we want to showcase our festival. We draw their attention so that we can partner with them to actually make it large, make it big.
And because we are trying to aggregate content, and what I saw in Bille, I can tell you I've been around and about, festivals in River State, watching people perform, and then these are like pockets of masquerade and dances that come up during Christmas, Easter, burials, or maybe weddings. But this is a festival where for over 1 week plus, you had different sets of families in Bille presenting their art forms on a competitive scale. And at the end of the day, the Agiri comes out, which is now all encompassing, all embracing. What you're doing now, and what the Bille people will do more too, is to bring in people, because the more, if you collaborate to work together, the more people will get to hear and see what you do. But once you keep it to yourself, it's lost. And even generations yet unborn, these are periods when you document things, and when you don't document things, even the oral tradition of telling stories will be lost. And now that you can, like I said, the things that are done in the secret, you keep them in the secret. But the ones that will bring people to watch what you are doing to grow the tourism sector, the media people should come, because 2021 to 2030 is the African Union year for the arts, culture, and heritage. These three things are all in the Agiri space. And if you can't play with that, you just come and let's dance and go. 4 years after, we just do it for the fun of it. And then you're always looking for money to even look at all of the colors of wrappers that were gathered. So you can imagine how that kind of industry will go if we have the weavers, and for you to be a part of the festival, those clothing are available for you to buy. And once you're buying, that procurement is growing wealth for the people whose job it is to produce these things.
To create sustainable development for us as Bille people, we need external hand, because it's a very colorful one. And we know presently in the entertaining world, the festivals that are not as colorful as the Agiri Festival are making waves. So I still believe that there are professionals in those areas. If we can reach out to them and draw their attention, and if this Agiri Festival could be done maybe in short interval, not 5 years as it is now, 5, sometimes 6 years, because of the capital intensive nature of it, we cannot do it yearly. But if we have the support of the government or other non-governmental organization that promotes culture and tourism, if we partner with them, I think it will become a yearly event as it was in the old days. That way, it will roll in fund for the people of Bille Kingdom. About a year ago, when we coronated our present Amenable, the Amenable of Bille Kingdom, that was the first time I came across the Bille TV. It was so powerful. The dissemination of the activities of the coronation was such that even people in the UK were calling me. I don't know the technical know-how, it's not my field, but it was so surprising. As the chairman of the Bille Chiefs Council, I formed various committees just for the purposes of the coronation of our king, and the intellectuals in that area made it big. So for me, as a person, the Bille TV, the organizers or the officials of Bille TV have proven their ability. So it's a matter of partnering with them, even if it means going into formal documentary agreement. We go into it and look at the ups and downs, how it will benefit us and how it will also benefit them. It's a matter of sitting at a round table to discuss. And I am not too knowledgeable in that area, but I know that with what I saw then and recently the Agiri Festival, I know that there are professionals in that area. If we bring them to the table, we discuss and look at the profit aspect or the commercial aspect of it. Then we put it into a black and white, agree on something so that they can always be there to keep promoting our culture, including the Agiri Festival. This is something that has been going on for several years. We are only doing it within ourselves. Only very few people around our LGA and the states are usually informed. But now it's not like that. While the ceremony is going on, people are also watching it live in the UK. In the UK, in Asia and other places. And I received so much calls, which means that there should be something more than that. So I think that we'll partner with them. They will know best, draw the attention of the government, both the state and the federal government. Put it, if any other person in the world can do it to make profit, which means we can as well do it. Yes, we can.
Thank you, Bille TV. Thank you, the good people of Bille. We're all here in Rivers State, and your culture is rich, your tradition, your values are just, I mean, I've been there twice, and I'm getting to know those values, and we can work together, you know, and working together is key.